So Jailbreak is a new kind of era for you guys, and you are singing for the first time, which is
Yeah.
amazing. So what's that transition been like?
It was crazy process because the entire life of Nervosa, mainly in the beginning, the Fernanda Terra, the first drummer, she was saying for me all the time, like, you should be the vocalist. And I
Wow.
was saying, like, I'm not vocalist, I need to study for that. And I was not speaking English very well in that time, almost anything. And I say, no, I don't think, I don't see myself as a singer and I want to play guitar. And I'm not sure if I can do both. I say, no, forget it. So I was basically avoiding this. I was not seeing myself in that position. And later we found that a great singer. So she was there singing, which was Fernanda also. And I was totally okay with that. I was doing backing vocals, which for me was fun. And I say, I'm okay with only backing vocals. But I want to concentrate on myself as a guitarist. And also because I was the only guitarist in the band. So I have to be more concentrated in that. And I could move more on stage. I was in different vibes. And when we have the first split of Nervosa, when the first singer left to the band, this was not in my mind at all. I was looking for a singer. And I say, Nervosa has a level that, I cannot take the risk to assume the vocals because I never studied this. I'm not a singer. I don't know like so many things about vocals. I know how to do backing vocals, but this is so simple and basic. I say like, if I had time, like 2 years to study, I could be the singer. But this was not passing through my mind. So that's why I choose another singer, which was Diva. But after she decided to leave the band, and I say, I don't want to take the risk to trust in someone that will leave the band for the reasons that I can understand. I support it. I agree. Everything is fine, but it's so much time invested, so much time, so much money, energy, many things invested. So, and then I say, okay, maybe to bring him more peace, to bring him more table.
Consistency.
Yeah,
Hmm.
exactly. Let's say now I have a second guitar. So maybe I should give a try. I should give a chance for me. Let's see what I can do. So we had like something like 2 months and we had one tour and I say, okay, this tour will be my test. So in this tour, I came back to the backing vocals. So I was doing a lot of vocal parts in there. So, and then I was sure that I could do it. And of course, I had the help for a friend of mine, which would teach me how to sing and everything. And I was feeling more secure in this kind of things. And when we arrived in a studio, and I say, okay, this is one of the main things. And I recorded the album. I like it, what I listen. And I say, okay, now the last thing is to know if I'm able to do a tour singing like this. But I prepared myself for that when I did the first tour and everything was totally fine and okay. And I say, okay, I can do it. And then the people accepted me as a vocalist and many things. And I'm super happy with this position. And I'm feeling that I'm doing this for so long time. It's crazy.
Do you love it? I mean, do you get more enjoyment out of it now that you're not just guitar, but also vocals?
Not about enjoying more, but I think when you accept it, the positive and the negative things, it's easier.
Were people surprised in the beginning because you were an all-female band? Was that something that people were like, wow, this is such a novelty?
More or less, yes. Not that much because in Brazil, example, we had 2 all-female bands before us, like Volcana and Valhalla. It was the first one was a kind of thrash metal band, and the second one was a death metal band. So, but we came to the metal scene years after. They were more in the beginning of the 90s, you know. So it was a long time ago. And now we are more the new generation. In the time that we came, we were the only ones to be in the level that we were, like hitting all the world and having a international label, this kind of thing, doing tours. So, and then the people were surprised, like, whoa, these three girls, what they are doing, it's amazing, this kind of things. And we were discovering things as well. We didn't know how big was these things and how much this was hitting the people. And we were discovering with the time.
Now, early on, did you have any pushback from people, any struggles being a woman in this genre?
Yes, I think women in general, the professional
Yeah.
things always is suffering, like we have a very racist um, humanity in somehow. I think in some countries it's a bit worse, in another
Mhm.
less. Religions interference a lot on these things as well. And I think the most important thing is not give the focus on this and not to, not let this to harm you and somehow to stop you, to give up and somehow. It's important to talk about it, bring these topics, but I think we should concentrate on ourselves more in the game, what we are conquering and giving supporting each other and giving power for each other and for we keeping going, We still have a lot of things to fight. We still have a lot of things to face it. But actually the internet again brings more discussion and we discovered many things. We changed our mind from many things that before was totally different because we didn't have access of information or something like that. So we see many different experiences in this kind of thing. So ignore this and fight for this. It's very important for we being the place that we want to be.
Yeah, I do feel a special kinship with other women who are out there in the music industry.
Yes, yes. I think when we see another woman doing whatever, example, when I found the sound girl example, I
Mhm.
always like to talk with her and to know many things like how she started, how the people supported her, and how are her goals and everything. And I always wanted to this kind of girls working with us as well. Also, in many ways, other musicians, I supported a lot of female bands. Example, there's a band called Sisters of Suffocation. We had some situations in the band that some members could not come to the tours. And we always exchanged members, like we invited the guitarist of this band to play with us when I could not come in a tour in 2017. And now this year we had a problem with our bassist and the bassist would replace it for another girl from this band. And I think this is great. It's very supportive. And I see examples on websites specialized in women. I see guys creating a fan pages only with the female bands. We have a lot of support and these kind of things we have to concentrate in these people, not the people that is trying to, destruction everything. Like this doesn't matter. They are minority. The majority part of the people, they support. And this is something that we need to give value and support as well.
Definitely 100% agree. What advice would you have for young women who want to get into the music industry and get into metal music?
Like say to never give up, never listen to people saying toxic things, example, because internet comments in every video, photo, whatever you are doing, like always, how much more success you have, more you will see people trying to destroy you, psychologically thing. But this is just internet. Everybody's with a lot of power and courage behind of the computer, but face to face, I never experienced any kind of things like that. Nobody came to me and said this bullshit only on internet. So, but even if they came to me and say to me in my face, I don't care. I'm doing what I love. And so my advice is do what you love, what you want, the way that you want. Trust in yourself and believe in yourself. Never expect that the others will support you or believe in you. Make the people to believe in you. But first of all, believe in yourself and never give up. And that's it. Girl power.